What's up YouTube, it's your girl Shalom from Zimbabwe, and today I am going to be showing you how you can take the subway in China. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so first things first, if this is your very first time taking the subway in China, you're going to need number one, a navigation app. The best one that most people use is AMAP. It is a really good one. It shows you which subway line you're supposed to take. It shows you where you're supposed to transfer, if you're supposed to transfer. So it basically shows you everything that you need to know if this is your very first time using the subway. And the second app that you're going to need is your Alipay. So if you don't already have your Alipay set up, it's still fine. There is still another way that I'm going to talk about later. When taking the subway in China, you need to know exactly which lines you're supposed to take and where to transfer if you need to transfer. For an example, the city that I'm currently in has 4 subway lines. So you need to know exactly which subway line to take in order to get to where you want to go. You can just type in your destination in AMAP and it shows you exactly which line you're supposed to take for your subway, how many transfers you're supposed to make, and how long the trip is going to take. And if you don't have AMAP or any other navigation app, you can just walk in the subway station. There is always a map there and you can use that map to find out where you want to go and how you can get there. Okay, so now that you have the general information of where you want to go, you know the subway line you're going to take, you know how many transfers you're going to make, and you also know how many stations you have to sit in the subway. The next thing that you're going to want to do is to figure out which method you're going to use to pay for the subway. So there are usually 2 methods that foreigners in China use. The first one is using Alipay and the second one is using a subway card. If you are using Alipay, then first go to your Alipay and then you click on transport, and then on transport there is usually a QR code for the bus and for the subway. You choose the one for the subway and then you scan your QR code and you get in. And for those of you who don't have Alipay, there is another convenient method that you can use. So you can buy a one-time use disposable card that you can just use for that specific trip only and then dispose of it once you reach your destination. Or you can buy a rechargeable card that you can keep with you and then use every time you take the subway. So if you want to buy that one-time disposable card, there are machines that are there at the subway station. You can see them at the entrance of the subway station. They look like ATM machines. And when you go to those machines, there is usually an option to change language to English if you do not understand Chinese. When you change language to English, you select the subway line that you're taking. And after selecting the subway line that you're taking, you have to select your destination. And after selecting your destination, you choose the method of payment that you want to use. After paying for your card, you take your card and you go through the security check. So going through the security check is a very simple and straightforward process. You just go and put your baggage on the conveyor. There is usually a guard that is stationed there and they have a wand that they can use to do this. I don't know what they call this thing with the wand. And after that, you can just take your luggage and proceed to the next point. So in order to do that, you have to scan your card on these machines right here. So after you have scanned your card and entered the subway station, the next thing that you're going to want to do is to locate where you can board your subway. So in order to do that, you have to follow the directions that are usually like when you look up, there are usually directions in the building that they can show you where your line is located. So now that you have located where you're supposed to board your subway, you have to know that there are usually 2 subways that are going in opposite directions. And in order to find out which one you're supposed to take, you can look at the door of the subway. When you look up at the door of the subway, you are going to see that there are these direction maps, sort of like, and when you look at them, you're going to see that some of them are in color and some of them are in gray. So in order to locate which one of the 2 sides you're going to take, you are going to have to look for your destination. So the destinations that are in color, it means that the train is yet to arrive to these destinations, right? And the destinations that are in gray are the destinations that the train is already covered. So basically, this is just locating which subway is going in the direction of your destination, right? So that is the subway that you need to take. So once you have determined which subway you are going to take, you wait for that subway to arrive. So usually there is a screen that is there in the waiting area, and on this screen, if you look, you are going to find like how many minutes are remaining until the next subway arrives. And also you have to note that the subways, they don't really stop for a really long time. They stop more or less for a minute. So like once the subway has arrived, you have to move really quickly to get in the subway and find a secure place that you can sit, whether it is to sit down or when you don't have a seat, you have to find somewhere to hold on to. Okay, so now that you are in the subway, the next thing that you are going to want to do is to know exactly when to get off the subway. So figuring this out is not really difficult because there is usually a really small screen that is located at the door of the subway. So those little screens, they show the next destination that the subway is going to stop at. And also there's going to be an announcement every time you reach a destination. So it is going to be very easy to know where exactly you are supposed to get off the subway. And after you've gotten off the subway, the only thing that you need to do is to locate the exit, and on exiting there are these machines that you have to check out, using your card. So if you have one of those disposable cards that are for one-time use, you have to put them in this slot right here. If you bought the rechargeable subway card, all you have to do is to just scan it on your way out, and that is it. So if you want to buy the rechargeable card, there are usually these office-like setups that are in the subway entrance, and you just have to go there and tell them that you want to buy a rechargeable card. So after buying the card, you will be later recharging it. You will be later just adding money to the subway card, and you can use it for as long as you want. As long as you're in China, you can use that card. So yeah, so thank you for watching this video, and if you really like this video, don't forget to smash the like button, and if you want to see more of my content in the future, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell down below. See you in the next video.